Hey guys, welcome back. It's King Duck here, and in today's video we're going to be playing Transformers Dark of the Moon in Roblox because it just had a really big update, so let's check it out. Okay guys, so they added 10 new characters, 5 Autobots, and 5 Decepticons with a new thingy, 3 kill streak for that. But back here it used to be kills, and now it's kill streak. They also added a health bar in the left corner, and like whatever thing you're holding out, it'll show its ammo in the right corner. They also added a like a scoreboard on the top for who's winning, who's losing, and a timer so people actually win and all that stuff. But I'm going to be trying to showcase every new character, what they do, if they're good, and all that. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so we're going to start with RC. Every character now when they're transformed, they can shoot like this. RC has a bow that does a decent amount of damage, but in my opinion, look at this. This thing shoots faster, and if you can get, like, see the amount of damage it does. I just died, but it's probably the best thing that this character has, excluding the melee, because melee is always good. On the cars, the shooting is not that good. This does barely any damage. What the heck? I just got flipped over. But yeah, that's RC. Let's go on to the next one. Next up, now we have Tomahawk, which in my opinion, this is one of the worst ones. It takes a very long time to charge up, and it's kind of hard to hit someone, so then you have to wait super long for it to not be overheating. Then you have to charge it all the way up again. And then we have this, which is also a charge up, and if you miss all those shots, you have to wait for the overheat and then have to do that again. So the melee is probably the only good thing with this guy, because his truck shooting still does not do a lot of damage. So this guy is probably only good if you feel like doing melee, which is still kind of hard to do. So let's get on to the next one. Now next up we have Crosshairs, which turns into like a little car and does its shooting they all do. First it has dual wields pistol thingy, slow fire, high damage. Then we have like the same thing, but it shoots faster, and it does have a lot of bullets that you can shoot. And then we have melee. So let's check out how much damage it can do. So shoot fast. I mean, it does pretty good for it being a fast firing, but I want to see if the slow firing does some good stuff. Yeah, it's actually pretty decent. This character is pretty good for a 9 kill streak. Let's get on to the next one. Next up, now we have Hound, which turns into like a big armored truck. My camera's being weird right now, but a big armored truck that has a giant cannon on the back that you can charge up to go boom. And then he has a minigun that is probably gonna be really good. And then he has 2 like little pistol thingies. I wanna try and get this guy. Oh yeah, the minigun, actually no, the minigun is not doing anything right now. But it does have 250 bullets. I want to see if the pistols are going to be any better. Maybe even this little launcher. I can't tell if the launcher is good because that guy was about to die. I missed. Let's see what... Oh wait, that was on my team. I get mixed up. Ah! Charge it up. Charge it up. Minigun. Okay, I think the minigun's much better up close, but this character is not that good. But let's get on to the next one. Next up, we have Prima, a 20 kill streak one, which every 20 kill streak one is absolutely insane. He also looks pretty cool. If I remember correctly, he turns into a floating submarine. Yep, a floating submarine. And then he has this, which is the Allspark. And you can charge it up. It shoots really fast. Okay, ignore how I died. But he has an ability that if you click it gives you invulnerability for a short time. And then in a submarine he can shoot that. But with this ability, it does good damage if I can hit my shots. It does really good damage. But then with this, he can charge up his little beam and go boom, which does like all their health. He also has a sword with a shield, and then he can just go in and just obliterate them. So this guy is really good. Every 20 kill streak one is insanely good. But let's get on to the Decepticons. Okay, so to start off with the Decepticons, we have Mohawk, Vortex, Dragstrip, Bone Crusher, and Mind Wipe. 3 kill streak, 6 kill streak, 9 kill streak, 12 kill streak, 20 kill streak. So let's start off with Mohawk. So with Mohawk, he has something that charges up a ton of swords that does a ton of damage if you can hit someone with it, which is kind of hard to do when everyone's speeding around in cars, but this thing does like just a little bit less damage and it shoots so much faster. So this is definitely the go-to that you want to use when using this guy, other than the melee, which you probably would want to use because it does a lot of damage, as you can see right now. If you can just spam it. Ah, what the heck? And then he can turn into a motorcycle that can shoot, and when you shoot, he turns into like a motorcycle more looking like himself. But let's get on to the next character before I die. We have one of the worst characters in my opinion. Something that takes forever to charge up but does high damage, so it's hard to use. And then this, just honestly, is just pretty bad. It shoots faster, but it still does not do much damage, and you have to wait for another cooldown. So melee is probably the only one good with this guy. Next up we have Drag Swipe, aka someone who looks like they're about to turn into a jet, but instead decide to turn into a Hot Wheels car that shoots lasers. But this guy has slow firing dual pistols and then fast firing versions. Both really good, including the melee. So overall, this character is a pretty decent one to use, but it would be better if he didn't turn into a Hot Wheels car and turn into a jet. But as you can see, high damage and high damage if I can hit this guy. So all around, this character is the best because he can kill Optimus. So yeah, let's get on to the next one. Next up, we have Bone Crusher, who transforms into like a dump truck that goes pew. And then he has TNT, which still does a decent amount of damage, but it's not good enough to beat that guy. But then he has this, which is a giant wrecking ball thingy that will blow everything up. He's still not that good of a guy, but he also does this. He grabs. He has the claws of death, and then a wrecking ball of death. I want to see if I can try and get a kill with the wrecking ball though. I want to see its damage. That guy's standing still. Okay, so it does not do that much damage, but paired with the dynamite, it is pretty good. So let's get on to the last and final one! Mind Sweep. The strongest character on the Decepticon team. He can turn into a jet. I know, it's not a Hot Wheels toy for once. And he has the Tomb of Bloblobulus. That, yeah, does barely any damage, as you can see. Definitely not overpowered with the ability to have essential immortality. Seems pretty balanced. And then he has this thing that really does not do enough damage. I feel like it should definitely not be doing that much damage. Pretty weak for a 20 kill streak. Like, he also has a jet with a cannon on it. Definitely pretty weak. Even has daggers with a giant shield, so nothing can hurt him. Definitely one of the worst characters in the game. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, it's the best thing in the game. That's why everyone uses Decepticons. It is just so OP. But hope you enjoyed this video of the showcase of characters. See you in the next one. Goodbye.